Hello everyone, welcome back. We are doing a vacation home today for Willow. I could have sworn that we did one for her. I'm pretty sure she lived on my island, but we never did a vacation home. So here we are. She showed up on my Happy Home Paradise Beach. She wanted something coffee related, so we did that. Much like when I talked during Robin's vacation home build, I am going to share the link, which I forgot last time. Thank you for the commenter who reminded me. I'm going to share the link to Grounds and Hounds Coffee Company in the description of this, I promise, and talk about them for a minute. They are the people that I exclusively get my coffee from online. They do not sponsor me. I don't know if they sponsor anybody. They're literally a team of 4 people. They are a small business. They're online. I think that they do distribute to like some brick and mortar locations. I don't know. They're not near me, but they donate 20% of all of their proceeds for every order on anything to dog rescue and foster initiatives. They also have hot chocolate and merch, and sometimes they'll do like a promotion where if you buy like a certain amount of money's worth of things, they will throw in like a free dog toy, which is optional, or a mug. For a period of time, they were doing like Free Mug Friday. I think now, I don't know if it's still happening when this video comes out or right now when I'm recording it, but they were doing a promo for like a free Christmas ornament with your order. I've gotten like a lot of stuff from them over the years. I have a couple of t-shirts actually that I bought from them. One of them says dogs are my favorite people. It's like a dark blue tie-dye and the writing on it is like multicolored. It's really cute. The other one is like a cream color, I think. I don't know how to like to describe the color, but it's like an artist's renditioning headshot compilation of various dog breeds. They had like this artist series a couple years back and they did mugs and stuff as well with like different dog breeds. And this t-shirt that I have has like a bunch of different dog breeds, like their headshots like drawn like, you know, of their heads, like corgis and golden retrievers and whatever. And it's really cute. I got a mug from them that says I'm spooky without my coffee, which is adorable. I got a mug from my father that says Dog Lovers Society because he like loves dogs and he thinks that dogs should be president of the United States. And you know what? I fully am on board with that. But if we can't elect a woman, I don't know if we're gonna be able to elect a dog. Anyway, I have some tea. First off, this is, I think, the first video that I'm sitting down to record that is just me talking about whatever after Thanksgiving. So if you guys are in America, like I am, and you celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. I had a happy Thanksgiving, except I hated the journey. For those of you who are new here, hi, hello. I grew up in the Boston area. Unfortunately, right now I live in Southern Virginia, and I am going to be moving back up to Boston, hopefully probably within like the next year or so, I hope. And we drove from here to Boston because that's where my whole family is. It was long. We did not fly because it was very expensive and it was just easier to drive because like, so I live with my parents because of the housing market. I am also visually impaired. I cannot drive. I cannot see to drive. So they had their car. It was nice. We were able to do our usual Thanksgiving thing. One of my aunts always hosts. There were about 20 of us. My mom's side of the family is Italian. We do all of our holidays with them. My dad's side of the family, they're very like scattered around and do their own thing kind of, so we don't really see them a whole lot, but we had like a several course meal because that's how our Thanksgiving is. And it's been like this since the dawn of time. We have appetizers, which we like started off with. There was like a bruschetta dip spread, whatever. My cousin, she did olives and she marinated them in something and it was really good. There was an artichoke dip, a buffalo dip. We had a lot of dips. And then we sat down, we had soup. My grandmother, who passed away in like the very early 2000s, made this chicken escarole soup. My aunt makes it every year. We had that for starters. Then we do the turkey dinner where we have turkey and cranberry sauce, which is homemade, as well as the jarred stuff, but I prefer the homemade because it's like way better in my opinion. Green bean casserole, broccoli and cheese casserole, potatoes, sweet potatoes and turnips, carrots, stuffed mushrooms. Somebody made an eggplant parmesan. It was a lot of food. I think there was probably even more than that. I don't know. A corn souffle thing. One of my cousins, his wife grew up in Indiana. She makes like a corn dish. I didn't have any this year. I should have had some, but it was all very good. We also do stuffed artichokes, but like we have that afterwards. So we did the dinner. We had fennel, and then sorbet, like at the same time as like a palate cleanser. That was usually when you could also do the stuffed artichoke. I mean, you could do the stuffed artichokes whenever, but like we brought ours home because it was too much food. And then we did dessert. And my mother's birthday is around Thanksgiving. Sometimes it falls on Thanksgiving. This year it did not. So we had a little cake. We got a little cake from Stop and Shop or Market Basket or whatever, saying happy birthday. It was very cute. We also had other desserts. I made cookies this year. I made these cranberry white chocolate chip cookies from a Sally's Baking Addiction recipe. I'm going to leave the link to that down below as well. I think next time, personally, I would just do like less of the dried cranberries and add nuts. One of my cousins wants me to do macadamia nuts. I want to do chopped walnuts. Let me know what you think down below. I'm not really a macadamia nut person. I know that they go really well with white chocolate, and I get it. Like, I get the pairing is nice, but I think I like the idea of walnuts. Last year, I made candy for Christmas Eve. It was like white chocolate cranberry walnut cluster sort of thing. This year for Thanksgiving, we did the cookies. I think I'm going to do them again for Christmas Eve, so that'll be exciting. In other news, we're shifting gears here. In a couple of my previous videos, I think it was in the Sims build, and it was definitely in the vacation home for Robin, I talked about a situationship that I was kind of in, but like not really. Guess what, besties? I don't even know if we're friends right now. He is dating someone who's close to him in location, which is great for him, but also he whined about always liking people that live far away and he can't do long distance. Like, he doesn't want to do long distance, and I get it. Long distance really sucks. I totally agree. All of my relationships have been long distance relationships. All of them. Except for one time I dated someone who lived on the other side of Boston from me, but he was still a couple of hours away. I grew up on the North Shore of Massachusetts. He grew up on the South Shore, kind of near the Cape. If you know the geography, it's not easy, and we would always take the T and meet up in Boston, and then he cheated on me after being together for 2 years. Check out the most recent video on my main channel, because I did like a life update, and in the future I'm probably gonna like audit my relationships in a video because there's been some stupid drama. Anyway, California boy, as I've been calling him to some people and in my head, he's not a bad person. He's very nice, but I am not an option. I am the main event. Someone told me this. One of my friends told me this in a Discord server that we're in. I am the main event. I am not an option. I am not practice. And I need to keep telling myself that because, again, while this guy is nice, he doesn't want to do long distance. And this person that he's dating right now, like exclusively, is probably going to move to another state, and neither of them want to do long distance. I was like, I don't understand that mindset. Like, you're just going to date and then not date anymore when she moves. What's the point? Because if you really like someone, you want to be with them and make it work in spite of the distance. And this man likes me, or maybe he did. I don't know. He probably doesn't anymore because I chewed him out. If he liked me, he would have wanted to be with me in spite of the distance, which wouldn't have been permanent. It would have been temporary. And then I'm like, well, this is what happened with my ex. I was with this man for 6 years, and he decided that he didn't want to get engaged and he didn't want to put in the effort anymore, and we were still long distance because in his culture we can't live together until we're engaged. And it's not like I lived down the street. I lived 5 hours away from him, and neither of us can drive because we're both disabled. So here's me yapping about all of this when it doesn't matter. I'm not a person who can't be alone. Like, I'm single, whatever. But also, like, I do miss having someone there, especially now when it's the holidays. But whatever, I'm better off. And if you are friends with someone and they say they have feelings for you, and then you say you have feelings for them too, and you flirt with them, and you're on FaceTime with them until 4 o'clock in the morning for like several weeks off and on, but they're still dating other people because they don't want to do the distance and they still want to be friends, and then you're putting way more effort into the friendship than they are, they're not worth it. Anyway, we're done with the build. We got 40,000 Poke for our work. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave any comments, feedback, and suggestions down below. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!